Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about something that's been getting on my nerves quite a lot recently that I've also been doing quite a lot of research about. Basically, it's gender identity in the workplace. Basically, from the research that I've found, it has just seriously pissed me off. I have loads of paper in front of me, so if you hear me rustling, it's because I've got all the stuff I've printed off and found. But unless you have physically had a sex change and have changed your gender through surgery and whatever else it takes, you are not protected against discrimination. Unless you have gender reassignment, which is where you have a sex change medically through a health service, you aren't protected against discrimination. So if you want to identify yourself as a different gender, so say you are a woman but you want to identify as neither male or female, you would just want to not have a label at all for your gender, then you aren't protected against discrimination in the workplace or at school or anywhere, in fact. So you can easily be shouted at in the streets for not being that. And I think that needs to be sorted, because that is disgusting. Like, they protect, okay, yeah, props to people that have gender reassignment, and that's amazing, you're great. But anyone that hasn't gone through gender reassignment and just wants to be something else, then there's nothing people can do about it. They can just be discriminated and there's no fucking protection against them. And it seriously pisses me off. From the research I've done, I've got the Equality Act from 2010, the Data Protection Act 1998 and the Human Rights Act 1998, and from both of these acts there's nothing to do with gender identity. I will quote now from the Equality Act, well, not a quote, but this says: the Equality Act 2010 consolidated the main discrimination acts and regulations established over previous decades. Gender reassignment is now one of the 9 distinct protected characteristics covered, and the original provisions made previously under the Sex Discrimination Act on gender reassignment are strengthened. Section 7 states a person has the protected characteristic of gender reassignment if the person is proposing to undergo, is undergoing, or has undergone a process of or part of the process for the purpose of reassigning the person's sex by changing the physiological or other attributes of sex. Such a person is referred to under the Act as a transsexual person, and it is unlawful to discriminate against such a person in a work and in the provision of goods, facilities, services and public functions. It is not necessary to be under medical supervision, and those perceived as transsexual people, along with those associated with transsexual people, such as family, friends and colleagues, also protected from unlawful treatment. So that does not mention anything about someone if they want to identify as a different gender. If someone, for example, again, if a man wants to identify as neither gender, so they want to be neither nor male or female, they just want to be themselves, there's nothing protecting them against discrimination. And again, I think it's disgusting that that's allowed. In general, direct discrimination, section 13 arises when a transsexual individual is treated less favourably than another because of their gender reassignment. For example, failure to deal with a transsexual woman in the same manner as other women would be a direct discrimination. However, even if she is treated in the same manner, indirect discrimination, section 19, may still arise if an apparently neutral policy, rule, practice or guideline is applied generally but particularly disadvantages transsexual people. Section 16 confirms that absence from work because of gender reassignment cannot be treated less favourably than absence because of sickness or injury, and importantly, absence for any other reason is not unreasonable to do so. This allows employers to treat gender reassignment absence differently from, but no less favourably than, sickness absence, and can remove substantial disadvantage that would otherwise be incurred by transsexual people. Something needs to be done about this, because if someone then, okay, for example, if someone gets a job, speaks to their boss or another work colleague about who they are, and then they're discriminated because of it, nothing can be done. They can just be freely discriminated because they just want to identify as something else. and haven't had a sex change, so there's nothing can be done. You may prefer the description transgender person or male or female. A wide range of people are included in the terms trans or transgender, but you are not protected as transgender unless you propose to change your gender or have done so. For example, a group of men on the stag do who put on fancy dresses as a woman are turned away from a restaurant. They are not transsexual, so they're not protected from discrimination. So even in general, there's nothing you can do. Even then, people, just a general normal person, a man dressed as a woman for a stag do is turned away from a restaurant. There's nothing that can be done about it. So unless you physically change your gender, there's nothing that can be done. You're not protected against discrimination, and again, I think that's disgusting. And I'm going to do a video on this in the future, but for now, I just wanted to raise this topic up. So, thanks for watching. I'm going to put loads of links in the description where I got most of these articles from. Sorry if this is just really stressing me out, but I'm going to do a lot more research into this. The guys next week. I might be changing my upload date, I'm not sure yet, because I think Saturday's not a good day to upload on. But I'm going to be possibly changing it, but until then, I will see you next Saturday, maybe. Remember to like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed it enough. Bye guys.